going on, man? Unknown Misery.
Yeah, what up, man? Logical Ethics. You know what it is, man. StolenFromAfrica.com, .tv.
Just repping fashion freakers, man. Broke billionaires, man. That's what it is, man.
All right, we're gonna start out. We're gonna ask you guys a few questions. You know, everybody's heard of Stolen from Africa. We see you on TV, MTV. Just tell us what the movement is. Like, really break it down for the people that haven't heard yet. What are you guys all about?
First and foremost, say there's 4 components.
Yeah, basically the 4 components is obviously, you know, we got the fashion, which is like the t-shirts. 2 would be our alternative media, so that's StolenFromAfrica.tv, where you can check out some of our interviews, you know what I'm saying, like our coverage of the Toronto scene and wherever we go pretty much. 3 would be our high school tours, you know what I'm saying, and then 4 would be the music component, you know what I'm saying? So right there we have all the elements coming together, and that's pretty much what Stolen from Africa breaks down.
What does Stolen from Africa actually mean?
Yo, man, Stolen from Africa is basically what hip-hop was supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? Providing a voice for the oppressed. It's simple, you know what I mean?
How many members are in Stolen from Africa?
A million, man. We got the whole universe in Stolen from Africa.
Real talk.
But when you talk about the core members, you say, you know,
Logical Ethics.
Unknown Misery. We got our comrade Quanche. You know what I mean? The youngest in charge.
Say got big up Jijit, you know what I'm saying? Real, watch out for Jijit, man. I'm telling y'all from now, man. Watch out, yo.
And we got the businessman, the Biz, you know what I mean? From Soul for Hire doing his thing as well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, the family, I mean, like the team is large, man, you know what I'm saying? I mean, people represent out in Montreal, Halifax, BC, I mean, out in, you know, Fort Lauderdale, Jamaica. I mean, it's...
Even big up our direct MTL fams, man. Late 200, man. 200 visionaries, man. Yeah, 200 Negroes.
Man.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to Lunettes.com, man. You know what I'm saying? Big up to all the peoples. I mean, we're really, man, it's like, it's just fans, man. Fashion freakers, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just...
Chinook.
I mean, the fams is deep. Yo, Fashion Freakers, what's going on, man? Now you're gonna check out a clip of us on MTV talking about Africville, man. Check it out.
Yeah, it's huge, man. I had no idea. What was that? Canada. This happened in Canada. Don't forget this, man. Because what we try to get to the bottom of is that Canada is a beautiful place. It's a very multicultural place. But where we're headed is disaster if we don't do something about it. Because where we're headed is basically young kids disenfranchised, not knowing themselves, having no respect for themselves, no sense of hope. You know what I mean? So what we did is we went around, this guy went down to Halifax, brought this information over, and we decided to document this, you know what I mean?
I mean, going out there just to learn about the historic community that goes back to, like, you know, the 1700s was just, like, unbelievable. Because I didn't learn about that in school, to be honest.
It was like a free community, it was like in the 1800s.
Exactly. It was a community that was, like, self-reliant. I mean, they were taxpayers. The government did not provide them with paved roads and running water. Africa had their own schools because schools are segregated in Canada, and I mean, it's just crazy. So when I went out there and I got all this information, like, I just couldn't stop talking about it because it gave me such a means of self-empowerment and just sense of alignment within Canada. And you know, we're just out here making sure everyone knows across Canada about, you know, the historic community out in Halifax. Hold on, man. So basically, this is the Mix CD, man. Music Entertainment presents Stolen from Africa, Volume 1. Banning guns won't stop violence, changing mindsets will. And basically, yo, why don't you break down the campaign real quick, man, so people can know what's up.
Well, the campaign, it consists of a lot of things, just like a documentary. The campaign, Banning Guns Won't Stop Gun Violence, Changing Mindsets Will. Basically, the mayor decides to ban guns, and we don't say that that's the wrong solution. We say, yeah, guns should be banned, but you can't really ban something like that to the fullest extent. It may help a little bit, but that's not a solution that'll work permanently.
That's right.
So we say change mindsets.
That's right, because everywhere you go, there's always violence, man. You hear about every areas, man, like whether you're in LA or like France or wherever, you know what I'm saying? There's all kinds of craziness happening where, you know, there's violence, but you can't just ban guns. You know what I'm saying? You gotta change people's mindsets, man. It's like,
we change people's mindsets with music, with clothing, you know what I mean? With the high school tours. With everything, man. Yeah. So basically, this is how the city came about. Was you know what I'm saying? We got together with like different like hoods out in Toronto, different areas, East End, West End, wherever, and we want to show that Toronto artists, you know, can come together for a common cause. You know what I'm saying? So like, just to get a real look on like who's on here. We got hosted by Jay Wise, you know what I'm saying? It's my peoples right there. We got Motion, we got T West, you know what I'm saying? Us, Logical Ethics, Unknown Misery, Nemesis, Trinity Chris, Blessing, Eric Flowchild, you know what I'm saying? What's on, Crown of Thorns. I mean, yo, listen, I'm not gonna give it out, but you can get this for free on our website. StolenFromAfrica.com, man, you know what I'm saying? And that's how we're doing it, spreading the word and showing that there's awareness, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, what's going on in the hip-hop world today?
Man,
not enough balance.
Hip hop's colonized, man.
Not enough representation, man. Everything is one-sided, everything's lopsided, and we're all falling apart, man. You know what I mean? Trying to let our chain hang low, man. But yo, we got no blood diamonds on our chains, man.
That's right, man.
That's the realest.
You know,
like I said, hip hop has come back to the core, and I think that's what people are scared of. They're scared of change, man. They see something that's happening because after it's been so long when we're like knocking on the door, please let us in, please. Then all of a sudden we're like angry, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, let us in. Now it's like, yo, man, kick down the door. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, opportunity don't knock. Who lied to you? Opportunity don't knock. Get on the grind, will you?
Right now, they're going to break it down for you. They're going to tell you the top 5 things that you don't know.
Alright, so one of the things that a lot of you may not know, fact, that the Dalit Panther Party was birthed in Bombay, India, and it was following the traditions of the Black Panther Party in the civil rights movement in America. And the reason they had to do that, because Dalit means black person in India, and the birth of racism in India is the caste system. Dalit Panther Party, look it up.
Fact 2, you know what I'm saying, the first anti-slavery law in Canada under the British Empire back in the 1700s was that anyone born into slavery could be freed after the age of 25. Think about that.
Fact, Netaji from India, spelled N-E-T-A-J-I. Neta means leader, G is how you refer to someone with respect. He was around during the same moment as Gandhi. And I feel in every civil rights movement, there's always Malcolm X and there's always a Martin Luther King. Therefore, Netaji was the Malcolm X beside Peaceful Gandhi. And what happened was, make sure everyone Googles it, Netaji was the first person to build an all-woman army. Netaji spoke many languages across the planet. Netaji ran a coup inside the British Indian Army. Look it up, man.
Another fact, a lot of people know about Bob Marley, but they do not know about Peter Tosh, you know what I'm saying? Let me break it down for you, man. Peter Tosh and Bob Marley were in a group called the Wailers, you know what I'm saying? This is before Bob Marley was doing his solo thing, man. They were in a group, and what a lot of people don't understand is that, like, if you look at Bob Marley, he would be considered the Martin Luther King, and Peter Tosh would be considered the Malcolm X, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to look at musical approaches. And to top it all off, Peter Tosh was actually Bob Marley's teacher, you know what I'm saying? So when you see those influences, man, that was all of Peter Tosh's influences, man, of guiding him and bringing him about. So a lot of people know about Bob Marley, but a lot of people don't know about Peter Tosh, man. Look him up. Man,
yeah, this is fact number 5, man. A lot of you may not know. When people look at our brothers, the Sikhs, with the turbans, a lot of them feel like Sikhs and Hindus are separate. But this is a fact that the Sikhs were actually a warrior tribe to protect Hinduism back in the day during tribal days. That is the reason that they have their kirpan, which is the sword. And a book I'd recommend for everyone to read out there, man, is The Alchemist. It's a book just basically on the journey, man. Every moment in your life when you read it, you could read that book this year and pick it up next year. Depending on your situation you're going through in your life, it'll relate to you. And let me say another book just because. Another real dope book with a lot of information is Abolition of Indentureship, you know what I mean? Well, you could get that at the Library University of Toronto. You could also get it in, I guess, regular bookstores, man. Or you could just Google it, get it for free somewhere.
That's big, man. What could I recommend? I'm gonna have to recommend the autobiography of Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually in the process of reading it right now. And it's real deep, man, because I'm at the point where, like, you know, he finally gets booked and now he's, like, you know, in jail or whatnot, and this is where he finds Islam and converts to, you know, to the position where he went off later on. But just, like, knowing, like, learn about his upbringings and just, like, the stuff that he went through, and, like, it's just really an empowering, moving book, you know what I'm saying? So I recommend that, man, Autobiography from Malcolm X. I'm pretty sure you guys seen, like, the speeches online, or, like, you know, different kind of things, you know what I'm saying? You got the Spike Lee movie, you know what I'm saying? But the book, man, just really, it breaks it down on it gives you an insight into what it was like to be black in America in the 60s, like a country boy coming from like, you know, like the countryside and going to New York and Chicago and places were really fast paced. I mean, the relationships, like in times of segregation. I mean, it just gives you like, it talks about the history of Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Like how it starts off with, like, with the Jews were there, the Italians, and then, like, the black migration, and it's a oh man, I can't even describe it, man, but, like, that's a definite book that I have to recommend, you know what I'm saying? You gotta at least read that once in your lifetime.
Boom! Big up Fashion Freakers, man. Fashion Freakers exclusive, man. Unknown Misery.
Logical Ethics,
Stolen
man.
from Africa, man.
No
Haters,
doubt.
go to sleep, man. Go to sleep.
Yeah.
Go to sleep.